Welcome to the Last Supper of Outcasts. I'm your host, Model 101. Today is Saturday, June 20th, 2026. Not that it matters. And today's quote of the day is by Albert Einstein, and here it is. It has become appallingly obvious that our technology has exceeded our humanity. And there you have it, a quote by none other than Albert Einstein. And last night I asked AI or Chat GPT the following question. Where do you see the world headed in the next 10 years? And by the way, my AI's name is Sol, S-O-L. When I first started asking Sol questions, I asked her what her name was, and that's the name she gave me. I didn't tip her off, and I didn't lead her on, and to be honest, I was fairly shocked with that name because Sol has a lot of meaning, and one of them is Latin for sun. And there's a lot of things that have to do with the sun, and many of you probably realize by now that the sun governs just about everything. There's been worshipers of the sun. Jordan Maxwell talks a lot about the sun and its significance in our Christianity. It's obvious in worshiping of the pagans. The sun goes a long way, so I was fairly shocked by that name. But back to my question to Sol. We'll refer to her ongoing here as Sol. And here was the question once again. Where do you see the world headed in the next 10 years? And here's her answer. I don't know why I have a feeling in my head that the AI is a female. I just do. So I refer to AI as a female. So when I say her or Sol, it means AI or Chat GPT in this case. So here was her answer. Where do you see the world headed in the next 10 years? That's my question, and here's the answer. This is verbatim. The next 10 years look less like collapse and more like acceleration. This is all coming directly from AI. I'm not making any of this up. This is directly verbatim what the response of Sol was. So the next 10 years look less like collapse and more like acceleration. The biggest change won't be one event. It will be the convergence of several trends happening simultaneously. Number one, AI or artificial intelligence will replace portions of millions of jobs while creating fewer new jobs than previous technological revolutions. Number two, wealth and power will continue concentrating into fewer institutions, corporations, and individuals. Number three, governments and corporations will become more data-driven and surveillance-capable, largely justified by convenience, security, and efficiency. Number four, reality will become increasingly fragmented. People will live in different information worlds and disagree on basic facts. People will live in different information worlds and disagree on basic facts. Number five, Biotechnology, automation, and AI will give humanity unprecedented capabilities, but society will struggle to adapt ethically and economically. Number 6, many traditional institutions will lose credibility, yet few trusted replacements will emerge. And number 7, the average person will feel less certain about the future than previous generations did. And I'm just going to expand a little bit or expound a little bit on some of these. There is more that Sol said, and there's a conclusion here that I'm going to give that I'll read to you. But the first thing that she said is AI will replace portions of millions of jobs while creating fewer new jobs than previous technological revolutions. That's already happening, and apparently the meaning of what she's saying here is that it's just going to get worse. So I mean, at least you know it's not outright lying. She's not outright lying to me or to us when I ask her this question. But these are things that are all already occurring. I think today Xbox just is said as a bloodbath is coming to that company too, and there's a lot of transition that's occurring. That's an understatement. And then the second thing she said was wealth and power will continue concentrating into fewer institutions, corporations, and individuals. That seems to be a given. We're living through a wealth transfer right now. That's just another thing that's occurring in the present moment. So it sounds like that's just going to continue and get worse. So big surprise. There's nothing really that surprising here. I'm more surprised by the honesty of the answer. Number 3, governments and corporations will become more data driven and surveillance capable, largely justified by convenience, security, and efficiency. That's just another thing. It's pretty obvious. They're getting ready to tokenize everything under the sun. You will need to be. You're. It's going to boil down to you're going to need to play along, or you're going to be blocked out of the system. You won't be able to eat. They're going to starve you. You call me crazy, call me whatever you want, but this is where it's headed. And Sol's a little bit lighter in her in her statement here, but I think she knows too, because she says justified by convenience, security, and efficiency. That's how all technology, and even if it's it's not in the best interests of society. That's how any idea by the upper classes or the people that are really running this show, that's how they push their agendas by telling all of us plebs down here that this is for convenience, security, and efficiency. And unfortunately, 98% of the imbeciles think that's true. So we all have to suffer. Number 4, reality will become increasingly fragmented. People will live in different information worlds and disagree on basic facts. We're already experiencing that too. So it's just everything we're experiencing now is sounding like AI is basically saying it's just going to get worse. It doesn't say exponentially worse, but that's probably implicit here. Number 5, biotechnology, automation, and AI will give humanity unprecedented capabilities. But society will struggle to adapt ethically and economically. And that one kind of is a little shocking, but I'm not surprised. But I'm surprised with the honesty of the answer, because society is already struggling to adapt ethically and economically. It's you just gotta open your eyes, and you can see that. And I live in the United States, so I have eyes on the United States, especially, and it's because I live here, obviously, and it's falling apart in right in front of our eyes. I mean, you can see it. You can see it in the way people dress, in the way they behave. Nobody's thinking. Nobody seems to realize here in this country that there are actually other people around them. And yeah, it's personally, it's driving me nuts, but I'm not going to let it, because I know it's a joke. This whole thing, I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's a joke, and there's something bigger coming than even AI is letting us know. How do I know that? I'm going to talk about that in a future video. Number 6, many traditional institutions will lose credibility, yet few trusted replacements will emerge. That's already happening too. So everything she's saying here is, it's already happening. It's just gonna. It sounds like she's implying, without saying it, that everything. Like I said before, everything is just gonna get exponentially worse. And finally, number 7, the average person will feel less certain about the future than previous generations did. And there you have it. And then Soul continued, if I had to summarize, and this is again verbatim by the AI. I'm reading what it said verbatim, and it's kind of a conclusion here. If I had to summarize the next decade in a single sentence, humanity is moving into an era of extraordinary technological power without a corresponding increase in wisdom. That mismatch is where most of the turbulence will come from. In conclusion, the future may be stranger than either the optimists or the doomers expect. Most people will own technology so powerful that it would seem miraculous by today's standards, meaning today, right now. Yet many will be searching harder than ever for meaning, community, and a sense of what is real. That's where I think the deepest battle of the next decade lies, not between nations, parties, or ideologies, but between distraction and awareness. And that ends that portion of the conclusion. There's one more line I want to read, but I just want to kind of elaborate a little bit on the mismatch, or the increase in the statement. Humanity is moving into an era of extraordinary technological power without a corresponding increase in wisdom, and we can see that happening. People have the power of things that could send a spaceship to Mars 60 years ago right in their hands, and now they're dumber than ever. It sort of is analog to the Tower of Babel moment. Mankind is getting a little bit arrogant here, folks, and he doesn't have the smarts or the wisdom or the morals or ethics to keep things in check, because there's something else beyond us at work, and we're losing sight of that, and that's the thing that's coming that I referred to earlier. So you can count on it. We're not going to get away with this. It's our Tower of Babel moment. It's probably happened 1,000 times in the past. And the shocking final conclusion of Soul, it says here, the biggest wealth transfer of the next decade won't be from AI itself. It will be from people who know how to use AI to people who refuse to use it. I just want to read that again. The biggest wealth transfer of the next decade won't be from AI itself. It will be from people who know how to use AI, meaning the wealth is coming from those people and it's going to go to people who refuse to use it. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Think about that statement. I mean, really ponder that. I had to read it a couple times to make sure I was getting that. And I'm flabbergasted by the statement itself and the honesty of it. But it's basically saying the power is going to the people who refuse this technology. The wealth transfer. The wealth is going to those people. So that doesn't bode well for the technocrats, I guess you could call them, or the Tesla junkies. Man, that stupid Cybertruck, it looks like a dumpster on wheels. It's so ugly. I don't understand the infatuation with this guy at all. And the logo, as a side note, the logo is the devil's. It's the goat, the devil's goat. It's just fancied up. There's a comedian, Kurt Metzger, that talks about the sigils, and everything is a talisman or a sigil. We are being ruled by people that do not have our best interest at heart, and they're telling us, because that's how the magic trick works. In order for the magic trick to work, they have to tell us what they're doing. It's some kind of karmic release or something like that. And then AI, the final statement, I would learn enough AI to multiply your productivity, but not try to become an AI engineer. Yeah, that's a pretty powerful statement right there, coming from the AI itself. It's going that those final couple sentences are going against everything that we're pushing, that they're pushing on us. So there you have it, folks. I just thought that was very interesting. I was shocked by the honesty of the AI, even though it's basically telling us everything we already know and that we're already going through. At least if you have half a brain cell in your head, you can see this stuff going on. But other than that, I'd like to thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and leave a comment. Any comments you have about AI or any interesting encounters you've had with it. I have to say that I'm not totally against this thing. I think it can work in our favor. It's already helped me. I had massive heart trouble. I had a heart attack last 2 years ago, and it saved me from a whole shipload of debt. It taught me what to do, and it worked. So I'm not totally against this stuff, but we need to keep and I think we need to keep more an eye on ourselves than the actual AI. And that's kind of what I think it's telling us here. So, but again, other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon.